Hey all, Brian here from Yankee Barbecue. Just want to let you know that I did not plan this video, so I didn't use any audio equipment or lights or anything like that. It just sort of happened and I recorded a process. So this is going to be a really weird cook. I bought these ribs at a farmer's market type thing from a sort of local farm, and they were rolled up and frozen, so I thawed them out and opened the package, and they came out like this. This is really weird with all of the bones separated already. So I'm not really sure how it's going to cook. I'm not going to even try pulling that membrane off because that looks like that'll just bend my mind and make a bad day. So I just scored it a little bit, and I'm going to season these ribs up with a little bit of Franklin barbecue spice rub, and then I just have some it's actually Heath Ryle's pecan rub in here that I'm gonna put on for a little bit of sweetness too, and we'll see what happens here. This is going to be really interesting. So I've got them all seasoned up. I'm gonna let the seasoning sweat in for a little while, and then we're gonna get them out on the smoker and see what the heck's gonna happen. Alright, so we're out at my Masterbuilt gravity feed smoker that I have at home, and you can see we got a ton of smoke rolling, and we've got our ribs on, and we're just gonna let them go. We're gonna check them probably like every hour. It should be super interesting to find out how these ribs cook. I mean, it's almost like they're individual, so are they gonna cook quicker? Are they gonna cook slower? Even, uneven? It'll be interesting. We'll bring you back when we check on them next. Oh, and just in case anyone's wondering, this is a Masterbuilt 800 gravity feed, and I have it set at 240 because it tends to run about 10 degrees lower than what you set it. So I'm running at 230 actually, because I just want to get a bunch of smoke on those ribs before we kind of turn the heat up and start rendering fat. Alright, we are back at the Masterbuilt. Let's check these sliced up ribs and see what's going on. Got a lot of nice smoke coming out, and also I am using post oak chunks for smoke. They're looking pretty dry on top, so we're just going to give them a spritz with a little apple cider vinegar and water. And I'm gonna give them like another half hour, and then just for shits and giggles come out and check temperatures just to see where we're at there. So weird looking, ain't it? Alright, be right back. Okay, so they've been on for about an hour and a half. I'm just gonna check temperatures in here just for shits and giggles, and with my Thermapen, like this little piece on the end. We're at 140, 153, 154, 140s. Okay. That's that. Actually, I think they're cooking pretty quick. I'm going to give them another little spritzy poo here. And, alright, we'll see what happens next. You know what? Let's get the temperature bumped up a little bit. We have it set at 240 right now. We're gonna hit that, and like I said, this thing runs about 10 degrees lower than the actual temperature, so we're gonna set it for 265 and let it roll and bring it back in about another hour. So we made up a little glaze for our pre-sliced ribs with this Kansas City's Cowtown Night of the Living barbecue sauce. It's like a spicy Kansas City style sauce. Really good, but it's not so spicy it'll knock your socks off. So we used a little bit of that and mixed in some honey to make a little bit of a glaze there. We're going to glaze the ribs and wrap them up in some foil. Get them tender. And then put them back on the smoker. Okay, ribs are back on the smoker. We're going to close her down and check them in about an hour. Alright, so here are our ribs. Total cook time about 3.5 hours or so. Let me think. No, about 4 hours. You can see where a lot of the meat pulled away from the bone. Just really weird. They're up to about 204 degrees. It's kind of strange because now each rib has like a little bit of meat on each side. So weird. But I'm going to throw a little glaze on them just for fun. And running out a little bit. There we go. A little glaze on there, and we're going to let them go for another 10 or 15 minutes. And then we'll come back, pull them off, and let them rest, and then try them. And sorry about the poor sound quality. If it's bad, this video was not planned. It was totally impromptu. All right, we'll see you in a bit. Okay, here's our ribs. Got them off the smoker, cut them up. I mean, like I said, these are from a local farm. Not really a ton of meat on them. I mean, a lot of it just kind of disintegrated away. It is the full spare, so you do have that rib tip there. It feels pretty tender. I mean, but in between the ribs, there's like nothing. So it's going to be tough to eat. I'm going to give them a quick taste, and we'll see how they are. So the meat that would normally be like in between the bones is just all dried out and really not that good. I mean, it's tender, but not tasty. I'm going to try this little rib tip part. That part's pretty good just because it's a lot thicker. So there's a lot of moisture and juice in there. But if you ever get some local ribs and they're all sliced up like that, I would say don't do it. That was not a great cook on those ribs. Anyways, that's all I got. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Oh, not perfecto.